What's happening, everybody? MusicTherapyLaz here with Paulie. What's going on, Paulie? On the Guitar Mod Squad show. Well, one of my guitars is not doing very well. Actually, it's more like this. Exactly. Yeah, we've got a special Mod Squad show. First time ever headstock break. Oh my God. Anyway, so that should be fun dealing with that, right? I'm not. Remember when everyone used to say something and they say not? That was
I guess there's a story behind how is there a story behind how that broke?
There's always a story.
I know. Might as well get to it.
Yeah. All right, we can get right in, but first we'll say hello to everyone. Welcome to the Guitar Mod Squad and Fixing Headstock. Maybe not. Maybe we're gonna leave it up to the chat. The Guitar Mod Squad show. Chat people are gonna decide. Is it worthy? Is it headstock repair worthy? Or is it not? I'm kind of on the not side myself, so we're gonna have to see what everyone says. But yeah, let's say hi to the people of the chat. And I tossed out a link to Johnny too if he wants to join. He had an epic show last night. Just reminiscing about, I think childhood experiences with VCRs and all kinds of stuff like that. Candies, all kind of movies.
Yeah,
the blockbuster
that whole thing, like with what was that? Like the subscription DVDs. I never did that with Netflix. So I just went right to streaming.
Hey, your mic is gonna coin clickety click click clickety click when you talk.
Clickety click. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's doing a weird clicky thing. Maybe jump out and jump back in. See what happens. And I'll read the people in the chat. We got 16 awesome people here already this morning here, or it could be afternoon.
Better?
Nope, something's not right.
Right,
you were having issues with your headset, earplug things. Yeah, but maybe
I'll be right
something
back.
else. All right.
All
right. I'm gonna take you out. There you go. So yeah, so we got Tim Thomas, always number one, waiting, 9:01 a.m., waiting for us to jump in. I got the Johnny Beane, Bearded Beane shirt on this morning with Maximus, the amazing Maximus. That's right. He's awesome. Look how awesome he is. Is that guy like the prettiest bird you ever saw in your life? I mean, he is so pretty. Look at that. Paulie's back. Oh, no, he's not. There he is. Let's see if we can get him back in. All right, testing. Testes. No mic.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
no mic, huh?
Much better. A little bit of an echo, but you're there. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay now. Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah, you're good. Right on. Yeah. So, Tim Thomas, number one in. Pooh Ninja comes next saying, when is hay? When is hay? I don't know when is hay, but I guess it's now, he says. Pooh, are you speaking moon language again? I don't know what's going on there.
That's oh, he said I guess it's now.
I guess it's now. Yeah. I guess maybe the thin air up there on the moon kind of gets to you after a while, And we got the Black Jack Guitar. What's up? Used to be Black Jack Guitar Nut, but now he's just a Black Jack Guitar. We got Octopus Ears, my pal, my buddy. Dude, it's going to be nice and sunny this week. Let's play some golf. Anyway. So, yeah, the gang's all here, he says. We got Charles, 75N, who I was catching him with the Martin, the L&M, the Lucas and Martin Guitar Corner hangout on Thursday. So if you guys don't know about that, that's in the middle of the day. But, in Austria, it's not. In Austria, it's like 9 p.m. or whatever. So usually after dinner, they do that. Yeah, game over. Is that the game over one? What is that? Is that like a hachu or something? Hold on, let me show you. The one I have, this sounds just like that. Listen. But just the beginning part right there. Game over. Anyway. And yeah, it just sounds like I don't know what that sounds
like. Cymbals.
Kinda. Yeah. Like really
that's what it's supposed to be.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like when I go to Hungary and Austria, I'm going to hear that all the time in the farm because I'm going to be down in the southern part of Hungary, which is ironically named Baja, spelled like Baja.
Yeah, we get a lot of turkeys over here.
You got turkeys all around. There's a lot of turkeys here
Wild,
too.
those are jive turkeys. We got wild turkeys.
We've got wild and jive turkeys. We have wild jive turkeys. You can see them everywhere. But yeah, it's funny watching them trying to nest, isn't it? Have you ever seen them trying to nest, like two turkeys up in a tree trying to fly, and they're trying to get up
That
there and nest
was
in a tree? It's
la
hilarious.
la last year is the first time I've been on this island for 9 years, and last year was the first time I saw them. Like literally, they run down the driveway and like to get like some speed, and then they just take off into the trees.
Hmm.
But now they're all big, so who knows? Maybe if they got some young ones this year. But yeah, they go
Well,
right
every
up into the
spring, right?
trees. I never saw anything like it before. I thought something was going on with
I
nature. You know
know.
how animals react funny. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I remember the first time I saw it. I think I was living in the Oakland Hills with my buddy Derek and my cousin Joe, and there was this commotion going on up in this big pine tree or something, and they're just wow, the branches are like that, and you're like, what the hell is going on up there? And you're like, oh my god, those are those turkeys. They're trying to nest up there. This is hilarious. It was
Yeah.
I don't know. There's got to be some. There's got to be something on YouTube or Snapchat or whatever. Back then, there wasn't a lot of that kind of stuff yet. This is mid '90s.
I just look up like turkey calls, and I'll go outside and start playing that over the Bluetooth speaker, and they go nuts.
That would be funny. Yeah, to see what
Yeah,
happens.
I actually got like maybe there was a group of like 30 of them out there about a month and a half ago, and I walked up to them with my phone doing the turkey calls. I got pretty close, maybe like 5 feet.
Dang, that is
But
really close.
yeah,
Because they'll walk right
they
up
were,
to you over here. I mean, the daddy one, he'll like throw up his feathers and try to get all
yeah.
big and stuff.
Mhm.
And then the mommy ones with the little babies are walking around. Let's say hi to Conspiracy Media. What's up? BC Rich 581 in the house. Salutations to all here in the stream. Yep. And we've got, of course, Poo Ninja again, making some Chuck Woolery watch. Shake of a Chuck Woolery watch. So not sure what that is in reference to. You're going to have to enlighten me if you know what that's all about, Paulie. I have no clue.
What was that? I didn't catch that.
Well, Poo Ninja saying he'll be here in 2 and 2 with a shake of a Chuck Woolery watch. I guess was Chuck Woolery one of those game show guys? Didn't he do like the pyramid show or something like that? And he would shake his
Yeah,
watch or
but
something
when
like that?
they went to commercial, they said they'll be back in 2 and 2
Oh, see, yeah.
because
I would,
commercials run 2 minutes 2 seconds, I guess.
2 minutes and 2 seconds. Gotcha. Interesting. Yeah, BC Rich commenting about the headstock break golden opportunity to assemble a guitar to a new Steinberger configuration. Go ahead, let's for spring. Yeah, well, not with this thing.
Oh Jesus! All right, so how did that break? Who stepped on it?
Yeah, so the story is with this under construction in here, I have a lot of guitars in the living room, and I have most of them sitting on like one of these these Fender, like collapsible Fender stands. I don't know if you've ever used them, but they collapse into like a real skinny little thing, and then you open them up, and they work great for electrics because there's quite a bit of weight on the body down below, but the acoustic one, the guitar is super neck heavy or headstock heavy because you got the tuners on there and it's super heavy, right? And I walked by and just like nudged the end of the headstock, and it just went boom, and right onto
So
the
that
hardwood
happened.
floor there.
So that happened. It just fell, and the weight of the guitar broke the headstock.
Yeah, because the headstock itself is so heavy in comparison to the rest of the body that it just easily toppled over, knocked it right over, just easily just toppled over and fell down. So now here's why I say it may not be worth a repair. I actually bought some because these tuners that are on here are crap. They don't stay in tune. The guitars. So I bought these. No, I bought that for something else. Where did I put those other ones? Okay, well, these are for something else then. I bought these. I was thinking about putting these on my Gretsch, but I don't know. I might not. I have them somewhere else, but I bought some Taylor acoustic, more quality for about 40 something bucks at a local store at Jams Music, where Margaret works, Johnny's friend. As a matter of fact, I think I might have sent Margaret a new student, so we'll see. It's at my dentist, and the lady at the counter, the receptionist, is learning guitar, and she was asking me for some tips and stuff. And I told her you should get an instructor to start off, so you start off right. Hey, what's up, Steve Franklin? Got Leo Safko, dude. What's up?
Uncle Leo.
Yeah, Uncle Leo. Janice, Lala, always here.
Octopus ears that said that would make a good paperweight.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, he's seen the headstock up close. Then he knows. Yeah, I think we've got everyone. Sean Hockey says, "Hey guys, what's up, Laz and Paulie?" James
What's
G,
going
of
on?
course. What's up, James G? Saying hello to everybody else. I think we've got everyone in the chat. We'll keep going. Oh, Nelson Rodriguez, of course. Hobo Roadie. What's up, dude?
Going on, Sean?
It's in the mail. And then, yeah, that's we're down to the bottom here, so that's cool. So it would make a great paperweight because it is basically.
What'd that guitar cost you? If
$100.
you don't mind me asking. Oh, come on.
It was $100. It even
I
has,
mean, it could be a project.
Nah, it's not worth my time. I don't have time for this kind of stuff, so I might have it sitting around, and I might just for funsies have my intern try to repair it and fix it and make it work if he's interested. But when I first saw this, was one of the first guitars I bought when I moved back to California, and I was just walking around in a guitar center, and no, the story is I already had the Sonic Blue Strat, but I was looking for a case for the Strat, and I saw this up above where the cases were, and for some reason they had this way on the very high spot, like it's an expensive guitar, and I saw the abalone, inlay and all, and I thought, ooh, that's a nice guitar. I didn't know anything about it being a house brand, or this was back in what, 2000 something, so I didn't know anything about it being a crappy house brand or whatever, and I thought, wow, that's nice for $100. So of course, it's like the fret ends are all crap, and it's got a easy to play neck though, very thin neck for an acoustic. I'm fairly even thin this way. It's not very super wide. So it was kind of cool. I thought, oh, this is for $100. It's great. I can get this, and I bought the case, and I bought this for a couple $100. And I was happy. But yeah, it never stays in tune.
How long did it last before you broke the headstock off?
Well, I've had it for what?
Oh, you've had it for a while
now. Yeah,
oh.
I've had it for a while, but it never stays in tune, so I never play the thing. It's hard to play a guitar that keeps going out of tune when you're playing it. Sean Hockey also says, "Hey Laz, hang the headstock on the wall, use as a key ring holder. That would be cool." That's a great idea. Yeah, it's a great idea, right? Just hang my keys. Like, how would I do that? Just like that, and just hang your keys like this, right? And I can even maybe engrave in here, first headstock break.
You could use your Dremel and do that.
Yeah, I can. You're right. I can even fill it in with gold ink. BC Rich. Yeah. So I mean, what do you guys think? It's a pretty quick, easy decision on the no. Don't waste your time, or should I play with it? I mean, it's not the cleanest break in that, it's a little bit of, wood fuzz here. And the way the finish is like almost like a plastic wrap over it. Look at that. How thick that is.
What do you expect for $100?
Exactly, right? And of course it wasn't a perfectly clean break because And what's funny is, I think this thing, was it made with a scarf joint? Maybe that's why. No. I mean, look, I'm holding it on there with my thumb. I could just glue it back on like that. But then it's got this missing finish on the front, see?
That's not even worth it. You'll get so frustrated after about an hour into it, you're just gonna want to destroy it.
Well,
That's what you should do. That'd be a
like,
great show.
honestly, like if I just glued it and clamped it right here and right here, it would probably set. And I've got all the glue and the clamps and everything. So it might be worth just seeing. Okay, let's see if we can repair it and see what happens.
Does
And then
it fit right? Does it fit right
Yeah,
back in? Yeah.
dude, look at the line.
Put your camera all the way on. Pull me,
All right, hold
take me
on.
off the screen. Yeah, so I could see, you could see it better.
All right, there we go. So it looks really bad in the front, but in the back, oops, I gotta keep pressure on there, but see where it's at.
Yeah, you can hardly see those nipples. I mean, that break.
See? I mean, if I glue it really good and clamp it really good, it might just, So it might be just for the funsies, like I said, and then we can see how creative I can get with maybe filling this black stuff with some epoxy or something and respraying the finish. But
Dana Everhart says I can fix that, Laz.
see, Dana can fix it. I can fix it, right, Dana? Yeah. I mean, I got the Type 2 tight bond wood glue. That's good because it's waterproof as well. It's really good wood glue.
So you have everything handy to start your repair?
I can do it. I mean, I don't have it here right now, but yeah, I could do it. Yeah. So maybe I can do that on the following show.
You're setting us up for another waiting week.
Yeah. Well, I've been kind of preoccupied with all this.
Yeah.
So check that out.
Looking good.
Finally got that up. So that's the amp and pedal shelf. Got
now,
this.
have you tested out your soundproofing?
No, that's not all completed yet. The belly shot. Here's my keyboard.
Oh, so you put that shelf on there, like you said.
So I created, I installed that shelf that you saw. I sent you a picture, and then I've got to set everything else up over here. I got to set this up today. That top shelf needs to go in, and then I got to just start hooking stuff up. So today's going to be the day of hooking it up. So I'm very excited about all that.
What time's the kid there?
He's not coming. It's all me today, unless he wants to. I mean, I haven't hit him up. I told him, call me when you pass your driver's test. So I told him, you need to get. It's been a month, and he's just been dragging his feet because he doesn't have to drive. Because I pick him up or his mom drops him off, and I'm like, dude, you're 20 years old, man. Pull it together. Get a car. He's got. Hey, Han Solo's in here too. What's up? Yeah, and Dana Everhart. What's up? Yeah, maybe do some support dowels. That's an interesting thought. I was just gonna glue it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a perfect project for just this very show. So, very good point. Thanks, Blackjack Guitar. Yeah, the studio is really coming along. I don't know if all of you guys have seen, I've got the bunch of guitars sitting here on the couch here, all covered in, I don't know why I haven't covered up, but I haven't covered up in the towels.
Like body bags.
Yeah, right. And then I just got the little electronic drum set over there, set up in the corner. So yeah, I'm excited to finally have all this done. I'm gonna put the bookshelf together behind me with the books and the albums. And yesterday was officially what do they call it? Album day or whatever. Oops. Was record buying day or record day or record release day or something. So
yeah,
I didn't have a chance to go out and buy anything. I was trying to get this shelf done before I had to head off to a housewarming party for a buddy of mine in San Ramon nearby here. So yeah, no dowels, says Hoborodi. I think no dowels too. I don't want to get overcomplicated. I think if I get, I'll brush the glue in there properly, like with a little blue glue brush. Record store day, that's what it's called, Janice. Thank you. Yeah. And I'll just clamp it real good and let it dry, a good couple days before I unclamp it. But, I've even used that Gorilla Glue stuff before. Not the, that stuff like really bonds. You put it on both sides and it bonds like crazy. That stuff is super bonding. James bonding. But yeah. Bond. He arrives. He applies. Nelson Rodriguez has a fun project for this evening or this afternoon. That's funny. So you guys just toss the soda cans and the bottles out the window, hope you hit it, and if you miss,
that's what my friends used to do in college.
Well, of course, when you're in college, all the brains are used in class, and then after class, the brains are gone. Yeah, the sun is shining outside. That's so funny. The wind is blowing. Oh, what a project. Yeah. So what did Janice have to say here? Paul bought quite a few albums and I have most of them. So what are the most of them? So what did you buy, Janice? Please elaborate on your purchases of your... Yeah, elaborate.
Send her a link and she can show them off.
Yeah. You want a link, Janice? I'll send you one. And where do I send it to? Your Instagram, or you on WhatsApp, or on...
Just post it in the comments.
That's a good idea.
Then she said she already had them.
Oh, okay. Oh, you had all of them already. So were they the new albums that came out this year, or was it like, did they have sales on older albums and stuff? Because I bought a lot of I pre-ordered everything that came out that's good, except for there are a couple things I didn't buy. But I have the that's another thing that I'm really psyched about having hooked up is the record player over here. One of the things I had Nick, the intern, doing is I had him cleaning the records that I had. So I had him taking them out of the jackets, cleaning them in the sink a little bit with some water, carefully, not to get the paper part in the middle wet. I told him, watch out for that.
I would have thought you would have went and bought the whole cleaning system.
I got the cleaning system too, yeah. But there's a much better way than this, but this actually works really good. It's just time consuming. Where is it?
Jesus, what'd that cost you?
It was cheap. 20-something bucks. Comes with the cleaning solution, and you just basically it has like two little
got the little sponge.
Yeah, it's got the there's this little setup too, but this one more to use right before you play. But yeah, that one you just kind of turn it like that, and it. Let me show you guys. I don't know who else is into vinyls, but you get your cleaning solution, right? And then you have you can set these little riders, or whatever you want to call these roundy things here, to whatever thickness, width, diameter, whatever album.
Oh, so you sit the album in that, huh?
It sits inside, and it goes right in between these two things.
That's pretty cool.
Right, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. See, it's got the little fuzzy cleaner stuff. And what you do is you just come right out like that. Let me set this down here. And what you do is you put a little of the cleaning solution onto each one of these, right? Slide them back into their proper position, and then you stick the record in there, and then you just twist it on. Maybe I could show you guys that. Should I do one? Should I do one for you guys?
Sure. Let's do a little product demo.
Product demo. I'm gonna move all this stuff out of the way. Let's see if I can set it up right over here. I'm gonna have to move all this stuff. I'm gonna move my coffee. I really shouldn't have coffee in the studio room, but you know, move this microphone. I gotta readjust the mic. There we go. Some entertaining music for us while we wait. Can you guys hear me all right still? Okay, the only problem is this is gonna go along with a crotch shot. Or maybe I should just do it on the table here. How about if I just do it right there? Or is that too far? It's too far. You guys can't see anything. All right, let's see. How can we do this so you guys can see what I'm doing? Let me see if this is gonna be too weird. I'm still wearing my sweats. So it goes inside here. Should I grab an album and do it? I'll grab it. I'm gonna grab one that's not too dirty. I'm gonna grab one that's already been cleaned. That way I don't mess it up. Because normally I wanna rinse it first. Everything's kind of still a little tight in here right now. Let's see.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we did the Doors one, so got this album here. Let me show you guys this. So I gave this kid I gave him I told him the process how to do this. So here's the album there. Should I go big? So you can see how old that album is, right? All right. It's all like chewed up and stuff. Anyway, so, I bought a whole bunch of these. Let me show you guys this too. Bunch of plastic sleeves and a bunch of acid-free paper sleeves, liners. And I had him going through all the albums and cleaning them. So what I did was, where's the opening? There we go. This is one of those now. I'm not watching the chat because the screen's turned down, so you're going to have to give me the blow-by-blow. But see, he already slid the old sleeve back in place. And then here's the new sleeve, nice and clean. The record's all nice and clean. So what you do is you slide these out. Take that cleaning solution. A little bit on there. A little bit on there like that, right? Slide that back in. Oh, I had it right. There we go. And then, you carefully, of course, you grab it like this. This is the official way to properly grab a record, right? Like that. You don't touch the surface. You have your thumb here and you have your finger on the hole. Like that's what she said. Yeah. All right. So you just grab it by the two edges like that, right? You slide it in here, slide it in gently, and twist it. You don't crunch it, you twist it. Oh, what the hell? This thing's not seated properly. Gotta be something that goes wrong.
So, Laz, did you read the instructions for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Slide it in. Doesn't take a lot of reading. And this is all you do. You go like this. You want to do about 3 revolutions one way. Got it? Oops, that thing keeps popping out. Let me move the album cover here. You don't want to press down on it. You want to just gently from the sides here. And that's why it's kind of popping out, because I'm kind of lifting on it a little bit. I don't want to press it down too hard. All right, and then you go the other direction. Now they have more simpler machines that like people build that, you know, you set it on there and it cleans it. And you can't buy them. Well, you can buy them, but they're like $100 something. I'm like, that's ridiculous. But I've seen some people build them. And so that's another way to go about it. But if you got a really dirty one, you might want to use, yeah, really dirty one. If you got a really dirty one, I can only imagine what's going on in the chat.
Leo wants to know why you're putting the record in the toaster.
Yeah, right? It looks like a big toaster. Yeah. Yeah. Just take a bite out of that LP there. Anyway.
Stephen Franklin thought it was electric.
So there you go. No, that would be nice. You know, they have those. You can buy them. They're real expensive though. But
Rax Effects said he used to put his records in the dishwasher.
Yeah, that works great. Just don't have the heat setting on.
Oh no, he said cold wash.
Cold wash, yeah. Just the water, no soap, right? Anyway, so it comes out like that. Look at that. Not a fingerprint. Nice.
That's a funny looking bagel.
It is, right? So there you go. So you're done. Now you can let it air dry, or you can wipe it down with a lint-free cloth or whatever. I'm just going to set it on top of here now, since you know, I'll actually just remove these little wet little thingies, little cleaners, right? And I'll just let it sit down in there and let it air dry. I'll let these air dry over here. But yeah, so I had him doing those.
I can go for a pizza right now, Tony.
Dude, I had a really good bagel this morning. I had a. Let me show you a picture of what I had. So I took a picture of it because I thought I'd share. You guys know about these, I'm sure. You must know about these.
What was that? Well, Dave has killer bagels too.
Dave's Killer Bread also makes killer epic everything.
What's that cost?
Bagels.
What's that cost you over there?
About $5. So they're about $1 a piece, which is worth it.
Yeah,
you know?
those are like $10 over here.
Damn. Yeah, it was like $5, 5 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're good. They're really good. Yeah. So I guess we'll do the headstock repair after all, huh?
Oh yeah.
I guess that's what the verdict is. I think we're gonna do that. Hey, Boomer, what's happening, dude? Hey, Martin's here too. L&M, or is it Martin or is it Lucas? No time to tag. Gotta bring the kids to bed. Yeah, that's cool. Right on. Nice.
Yeah, that is on the island. Everything's expensive here, Stephen.
Right.
Everything.
Yeah. When you're on the island out there, any island, everything's like double.
Except Gilligan's.
Yeah. Do you ride a bike to work, or do you drive?
No, I have a Uber guy. I got a guy.
I got a guy. Got a guy picks you up and drops you off. Oh wait, I forgot to bring you back in.
And the only reason it's more efficient for me, because if I was to take public transportation here,
it takes
for a ride to hop in a car and take 10 minutes. If I was to use public transportation here, it would take me hours. And I don't have that kind of time to waste. So
I did that once. I have a story about that if you want to hear it. It's kind of off the typical rock and roll topic, but when I moved back to California, I sold my Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I bought a ticket to visit my daughter in Hungary, where my ex was. Left her with some money to help her out, kind of stuff, but we were definitely not getting back together. And we're getting that.
You're good.
And then when I came back, I was thinking about I was living so close to work. It was like literally like a mile and a half, right? And I thought, you know what, maybe I'll just bike it to work. So for literally 1.5 to 2 years, I didn't have a car. And if I needed a car, I just borrowed my mom's or my brother's, who lived right nearby in San Ramon. So for the first couple of years back in California, I didn't have a car, and it was kind of cool. It was a really cool experiment in a sense. I was even taking some. I took some classes, so I even had to take a BART. They call it over here. The it's not a subway because it's mostly above ground. Bay Area Rapid Transit BART, and I took the BART everywhere. But the
Barf.
bus systems, yeah, BART like Bart Simpson, yeah. But the BART system, man, it's great, but
Hey Tony, what's up?
the rest of the transport is crap. And you need to wait for a bus or get on a bus, or if the train is delayed, then you have to wait for the next freaking train. And instead of being just delayed a couple minutes by something, one thing is late and you miss the other thing. If you're doing connections like I was doing, you're screwed. You're going to be an hour late or more. But the thing is that I read more books. I read more books in those 2 years than I can recall, and like since my middle high school age. I read a lot when I was in middle school. I like to read, and I
I
read
mean,
so many books.
depending on where you live here, you really don't need to have a car. It's just an added expense at the end of the day. Like where I am, it's like I got supermarkets right there, the pharmacies up the block. You know what I mean? Like the barbers around the corner. The post office is about a mile away. But as far as so what do I need a car for? It's just an added expense, like I said. But at the same time, like when working in New York City, now that's a whole different kind of navigation. Like literally, they have apps that you can track your train, your number, wherever it is, wherever you are, and you'll meet it in sync with your bus and everything. It's all synced up. But
Yeah,
yeah,
here
if you have
too.
a car, if you have a car in New York City, you're beyond wealthy. Because
Yeah,
just to park it in a
right,
garage
right,
is
right,
is like a
right.
mortgage payment.
And I've been to New York plenty of times, and it is super easy to get around. I mean, I remember one night I
Yeah,
flew
yeah.
in, and I had my return flight set up so that it was in the morning. I arrived into New York around 4 in the afternoon. And I figured I'm going to spend the evening, just cruising around New York. So I went everywhere. I took the subways and just went everywhere. And I went up, uptown. I went everywhere. I had a great night. It was fun. My feet were killing me, by the end of the night. By the time
Yeah,
later in the evening, I got
if
to the Waldorf Astoria over there
Waldorf
by the park.
Astoria.
Yeah, and I
Yep.
sat on the bench right along the edge of the park there, and nice cool breeze and the late summer wind, and I kicked up my feet, took my shoes off, and just laid on that bench, hoping I didn't fall asleep,
Yeah,
and
somebody would have stole your shoes.
yeah, right, yeah. But what was great is I went to, I think it's called Hyde Park over there, that really nice
Yeah,
park where they'll play the
that's
movies
that's
at
on
night.
that's on that's on 42nd Street off of
Yeah,
Avenue of the Americas.
yeah, I went
So
there. They were playing because I was looking up stuff on my phone, so I was always good with the using the internet and whatnot to look for shit. And I saw that Saturday night
that's
they had like a late
that's
night, or
that's that's Bryant Park. B
maybe Bryant
R
Park. Yeah,
Y
okay,
Bryant
yeah,
Park. Yeah.
Bryant Park. That's the one where in the background you see the building that they had in the Ghostbusters, and then you can see from there you can
N-
see the isn't it, or is
no.
that a different one? No, wait a minute. No, I'm wrong. From
The
there, you can see
house
the
that
Empire State Building. The Empire State Building from there.
so where the where that penthouse is in Ghostbusters,
Hmm.
that's on Central Park West.
Okay, so that's a
So
different. Yeah, I've
so
been there, but at a
so
different
that
time.
well, when I worked at Planet Hollywood, you get to know the ins and outs of where celebrities live. So that penthouse was actually owned by Keith Barish, who was one of the partners at Planet Hollywood. Mitchell.
Fruitcake Tony is asking what headstock. Hence, why the question: is it worth fixing or no? But it's such a clean break that I think we decided I'm going to go ahead and try to glue it on the next show. When everything's all set up here, I'll have space and I'll be able to do it. No problem. It'll be nice to actually have space in here. Yeah, see, I actually bought this because I was telling the story. I think you probably heard it, BC Rich, but I was at a Guitar Center to buy a case for my Fender Blacktop Strat, the Sonic Blue one, the Super Strat one that I'm my mod guitar, and and I saw this guitar right on the wall, but way up high, and it had a nice abalone, inlay, and it looked good, from afar. And it was just $100, and I'm like, for $100, shit, I'll buy it. And that's how bad could it be? Even if it's a piece of crap, it might be worth $100. So, but I stopped playing it because it doesn't stay in tune. So I bought some new tuners for it, some Taylor tuners, and I was going to put them in there. But I haven't gotten around to that. But now the headstock's broken, so we're gonna have to glue it on there, see how well it sets, and see what happens. We'll see if it's worth the effort or not. We'll see what happens.
Now, do you have a lot of acoustics?
Not too many. I have the classical outside. I loaned out the Takamine to a buddy of mine who's learning guitar, and I loaned out another one to another buddy of mine. So this was the only steel string acoustic that I have in the house. But I have the That's exactly. Are you laughing about the bologna inlay?
Yeah.
That's why I had a bologna inlay too.
Yeah. BC said he thinks it's a pastrami inlay.
Yeah, it could be a pastrami. It could be head stock cheese. No. I made sure those guitars were nowhere near falling over. But that guitar is so top heavy and the body's so light, and I just barely brushed by it and it just went pom like that. And I'm like, bong, the big acoustic guitar hits the ground sound.
The headstock on your Frankie is flat though, right? It's straight.
Yeah, that you could probably throw that thing into a truck like Eddie used to, and it'll be fine.
No ideas.
Remember that story? Have you heard that story? That when he went for some kind of a photo shoot, he just took a bunch of guitars and threw them in the back of a pickup truck and drove over there like that. And I mean, sliding around in the back of a truck, not even in cases. Apparently.
Yeah, I read in a book that he just took it out of the vault and was playing around with it and said, "Yep, still sounds the same," and then just threw it on a chair like it was, just piece of junk.
Yeah, if I do an acoustic set, I'll do like a punk rock acoustic set at some open mic jam night here somewhere, and then I'll do that, and I'll
that would be great.
That would be bitchin'.
And
what I'll do is I'll put a piece of black tape across the headstock so that people will think it's a Gibson.
A Gibson.
A Gibson. By the way, having my Yellow Submarine coffee here.
There you go.
I got this at the Vegas
That's
Beatles
awesome.
Cirque du Soleil Love show, which is an amazing show. If you guys have a chance to, if you go to Vegas, don't miss this show. Do not miss it.
Did you get a chance to watch? Did you watch Get Back?
Oh yeah, twice. I watched it twice. Yeah. I'm one of those.
Pretty interesting.
Dude, I'm a huge Beatles fan.
Because I've seen the movie. I've seen Let It Be. I found a copy of it on YouTube. But this is by far way more deep diving, like oh my God moments, like your jaw hits the floor.
Great to see them putting the songs together on the spot, and it just reminds me when I used to be hanging out with my friends in high school, and we're down in my buddy Jim Olsen's basement and just working out songs and making up songs. We used to do parodies of pop songs all the time. That was our much different than Yankovic's versions. We'd get a little raunchy on our versions, but they were funny as hell.
That was like what was that? What was that book you had to add in the phrases? Remember that? And it'd be like it'd say a noun, like you had to put a noun there or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
Remember those during high school? Those things were hilarious.
The yes and no.
Yeah.
It wasn't it. There was those like things you could buy along.
Ad libs.
Yeah.
Ad libs.
I remember there was those things you could buy along the highway when you went on a camping or road trip, summertime trip with the family. You'd stop at that gas station that had all kinds of stuff, and they had those yes and no pens and the invisible pen ink thing. And remember all those things?
Yeah, all the novelties, the cap guns and
growing up.
There's still places like that.
Yeah.
Still places that still exist where technology is not really even scratched the surface.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So that's what I'll do. I'll glue this together. I'll play some set at some open mic in the area. They have a lot of live music stuff going on here, and then I'll just go crazy and just go and just smash the hell out of it on stage. I'll just pull a full on Nirvana kind of moment there. Maybe I'll play a Nirvana song, like I'm on a plane, you know, I'm going insane, and at the end I'll just hack it, and then I'll pour lighter fluid all over it and just light it on fire at the end.
I don't think that's a good idea.
They'll probably arrest me.
The fire part, no. Smashing, yes. Fire, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Stephen Franklin, what's up? While everyone else held their breath. Yeah. And then I'll have some friends of mine dress up like there's some kind of you know, special kind of crew that comes out, and I'll have them come in and grab me and throw a straight jacket on me and carry me off.
You should get some. You can get some little people.
Yeah, some midgets.
Hey,
I know some of them hate that. I know, but some people like that.
Say that.
Some people want to be called midgets. Some want to be called little people. Some want to be called. My sister is funny. She's the one who has zero PC tolerance. She'll just call them twerps.
Oh, trust me, I don't have a filter. You know that already.
Call them dwarfs. She calls them twerps. Look at them twerps.
I'd feel bad. I'd feel worse calling them dwarfs than midgets. It's like you put them back into medieval times. That's what they called them. They were dwarfs.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you can call them Jawas. Maybe some of them will think that's cool. I don't know.
I don't know. They got to learn the language first. Then they got to get the clothing. You know, it's a whole ordeal. They got to look.
Not me, Leo.
They got to look like them.
But that would be great.
Hey, Leo, I'll tell you something. You want to hear something funny? A friend of mine in Bayonne, he's actually Beetlejuice's manager. And that's how he started off with the dwarf tossing. They called it midget tossing. So they would do like in the Wolf of Wall Street, like where they throw the midgets. Like that's how he started. And that's where Beetlejuice got his start. Just in case you want to start throwing some little people around.
I've never seen
I got a guy
dwarf tossing video ever, so now I'm intrigued. And if it's anything like cat tossing, like the jerk, it's got to be good. You know what would be great? What would be great is if you had giant people, like if you had like Andre the Giant tossing midgets, like they were the cats in that movie. Anyway.
Hey, you might be coming up with something.
Juggling. Yeah, there you go. Million, probably 1 billion hits on that one on TikTok, right?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't. I've seen it firsthand. So
I can't imagine what that's like.
YouTube doesn't. Yeah. YouTube doesn't give you the experience of the moment.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, man. Usually you'd see those like at bachelor parties or something really.
Lester Green. So I think Lester Green is who I have to look up, right? Lester Green.
Lester Green. There you go. Beat as bad as can.
Oh, the wife tossing in caveman games. Oh yeah, Nintendo. Okay. I think I remember something.
Those games had no rules.
Man. Well,
they were definitely. Not
I mean, look what happened to America, Paulie. I want to know. Can you answer what happened to America? We used to be fun. Now we've got all.
I don't know. I think when
what do they call it when you're erasing history by getting rid of some things that are not proper anymore? I mean, not
gentrification.
No, that's not that.
It's pretty close.
It's like the rewriting of history according to the PC police. So we're eliminating all the Popeye episodes, the Bugs Bunny episode, everything that has anything that's a little bit on the edgy side is all of a sudden removed. So
I mean, somebody put up a clip of the Flintstones. They were going into like a costume store and Fred goes, "Hey, there you go, Barney. You can get yourself another head." Barney goes, "What do I need another head for? I already got 2." like that was
Yeah,
the
yeah,
style of humor back then. But if you listen to it now, you're like, holy shit, really? He said that?
yeah, yeah. But I can't think of the term, but there's a terminology for it of today. And it's like the removal or erasing of history, because it's not, it's not PC correct.
It's
Can't think of it, but
it's
someone
like
in the chat, somebody smart in the chat who's got still brain cells and memory. I'm like an old computer with the memory breaking down. And it's not working like it used to.
Stephen
Yeah.
Franklin said statues, cancel
Oh,
culture.
what the
Janice said.
cancel culture. That's it. Thank you, Janice.
Leo
You've
said
been
woke.
on top of it. Woke. Yeah. Cancel culture. We're in the cancel culture now. And I think that sucks because you know what they say, if you don't know your past, you won't know your future. Bob Marley. Anyway. Yeah, so I guess maybe next week. Should I do this repair next week? That'll be fun, right? Yeah, I got a
Yeah,
TRS 80 brain. I was looking for another drum brain, and I almost bought a Roland TD25 for $499. But the guy was being kind of weird about it. I even sent him, a link to my show, like, hey, look, this is who I am. I'm not some weirdo. Let's meet at a guitar center or at a music store where I can plug it into some drum pads and test it out. I'd rather do that in a public place if I'm bringing 500 cash. And he's like, no, why don't you just come here and you can test it out here? And I'm like, okay, well, I'll come test it out there first. And then if I like it, then I'll go to an ATM and get the money and come back. And he's like, no, maybe you should just come with the money right away. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I'm not comfortable with that. And besides, it was really far away. It was almost where Johnny Beane's at. It's like in Scotts Valley, way the hell down in between the Silicon Valley and Santa Cruz. Is the Santa Cruz Mountains. And I'm like, who knows what kind of people live out there in the forest. My buddy Tom lives out there. So I passed. I said, you know what? To be honest, with the amount of time it would take me to go down there and the risk of it all, I said, I can buy one on Reverb for the same money and no risk. So thanks, but no thank you. So I decided to hold off on the whole replace the brain thing and just keep the original brain.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
reading the
right.
chats.
I know. It's funny. Boomer, like, yeah. Serial killer. Learn about the serial killer. Yeah,
Yeah,
live on,
yeah.
Johnny Beane's live tonight.
Leo said
Yeah.
Johnny Beane lives in the
Johnny Beane
forest.
lives near the beach. Actually, he's in a nice place. Hey, what's up, James? JJ. Yeah, but yeah, I was not going to take the risk, and I told the guy, for just yeah, I can buy one on Reverb for the same money, roughly another $50, and have it shipped for $5, and no risk because Reverb will cover you if it's not a working thing. You just return it and say, hey, it's not as described. So it didn't sound very good. The pictures were good. They didn't look like they were copies of other pictures. It looked like the actual thing in the living room. Get back in the box, right? He puts the lotion on the skin. He plays music while I sleep. Play some of that new agey synth music, Laz. Anyway, but yeah, I wake up. Yeah, that's exactly what would happen. By the way, I got to build that thing. So I just have it draped, the fabric draped over it, but I'm going to make that. I was going to do that next Sunday for you guys, but I'll do the headstock repair, which will take 5 minutes. Right. But I can do both. I can do that and the headstock repair. But I don't think I'll do that thing live because doing that live, it'll take too long and it'll be kind of boring. But I'll do a video and learn how to do some video editing. You're laughing so hard you have to mute yourself, or did you just freeze? You froze. Oh yeah, that's so funny, right? So yeah. Yeah, Craigslist, man. I don't know. So I told him public place or no deal. So he was too comfortable in his world. So I said, no, thank you. You can stay in your own world there. Yeah, right. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'd rather buy it off of Reverb if I do. And I have Superior Drummer and other softwares too. I think I have Real Drums as well. I bought all kinds of softwares. Whenever they went on sale, online, I would buy them. So I don't hear you, Paulie. So if your mic's off, something happened. Nope, can't hear you. You've gone silent. Okay, 1 minute. Gotcha. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, if someone wants to meet near a police station, right? I just said let's meet in a music store or somewhere local that's public. Not, there's no way I'm meeting someone at their house. That's way too with $500 in the dead of the forest there somewhere in Scottsville or Scottsdale or Scotts Valley, whatever it is, Scotts Valley.
Is that better?
Anyway, yeah, it's almost time for CGS. You're right. So 4 more minutes, we're off, dude. So I usually do this for an hour, and I've gone long several times before because I know Mike had a different time and Johnny came in late or whatever. Thursday's show went 3 hours, dude. 3 hours.
That's cool. The Yankees are coming on anyway.
Yeah, right on Yankees. Go Giants. Who's got the best who's got the best what do they call it? It's too early in the season anyway, but I think the Giants are doing pretty good from what I understand. I haven't had time. I haven't been watching any games at all yet. It's just crazy. We're almost at the end of nearing the end of April, right? So for those who don't know, right on Rua Musical Studios. What's up, dude? Thanks for joining. Hit that subscribe and like and share and all that stuff if you're new, by the way. Trying to grow the channel. And the idea, of course, with the studio here is not just for me. I'm going to be doing demos of all kinds of stuff. So that's part of the reason why I have a variety of different kinds of amps. As a matter of fact, once again, Phil McKnight was mentioning to people out there who are looking for some decent amps that for the money, if you want a good sounding amp for the money, cheap, beginner kind of amp, but still very high quality tube amp, buy one of these Black Star HTs. I've got the Studio 20 and probably one of the best amps you can get for a couple $300 used, and it does have the infinite whatever thing in there. Basically, it's just a built-in kind of I wouldn't call it maybe it's kind of like a, God, what would you call it? It's like a built-in equalization of sorts that gives it either a British dirty sound or an American Fendery kind of sound. So you can go from Marshall to Vox to Fender with that infinite frequency thing. That's basically what that's good for. But it's a 2-channel amp, man, and I've seen them for couple $300. Great amp, and you can beat it up. It's built well. It's not plyboard or something. I mean, wood chip MDF, medium density fiberboard. It's not made of that. It's made of real wood, plywood. So closed back. It's a decent.
Made of wood, real strong.
Made of real wood. So yeah, so Mike's gonna go on in a minute, so we might as well call it. And thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for the advice. I will, because it's such an easy. I think it's such a clean break. And as you guys saw when I stuck it on here, it looks like it'll not be that difficult to just clamp it on and glue it on, right? So we'll see how that works, and then maybe I will change out the tuners because I got those Taylor tuning pegs, but we'll see how they fit in here. If I have to drill a hole in here, I won't care. I can drill out the hole a little bit deeper. And
you should maybe put the tuners on first, see if they fit.
Yeah.
And then just if they fit, just throw them on there, so you already got it done.
There you go.
Instead of putting that extra stress on the neck,
I was actually thinking that, but yeah, exactly. So yeah, thanks for coming, you guys. That's the end. Thanks, Paulie, for coming on. What did we do today?
Yep.
We cleaned the guitar. We cleaned the record, a vinyl, with our, what is it called? Studebaker or Studa something? Where did I put that thing? Yeah, Studebaker. Oh, let's not drop it. The Studebaker record cleaner.
Looks like you could just put that on a shelf for display.
Right,
Just
it's
that.
like a record display. And the vinyl is nice and shiny clean now. I'm gonna slip it back into its little brand new acid-free paper sleeve and put it back into the album here.
All right, I guess we're gonna go raid CGS.
Yeah, let's go do that. Let's Maximus raid into CGS. I'll post that here. Maximus raid into CGS. And CGS, you guys do know that it's been confirmed that he has ALS. So let's give him all the support we can. He's going to beat that thing. And I have never seen anyone be, so just outgoingly positive. I can't wait to meet him again. He's obviously not going to make it to NAMM this year, but I'm going to see him at Gear Street at Hennings. So I'm going to be there this August. That's why I'm going in August as well. Visit my daughter in Hungary and family and all around Hungary. And I'm going to drive out to visit Martin and Lucas, L&M Guitar Corner, on my way to meet up with Henning and help him out with that. And I can't wait to see and give Mike a big hug. That big guy. Yeah, man. So laters, you all. Thanks for coming. Let's all Maximus raid over there. And I think that's it, right?
Yep.
Have a good one, Paulie.
All right,
man. And that's it.